Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. Yesterday I showed how the Danish Meteorological Institute altered their sea ice thickness and volume data over the previous few days. Just as the ice went above the 2004 to 2013 mean, they made a large reduction in the ice volume, and they removed a lot of thick ice along the coast of Siberia. There are a lot of sailors currently trapped in this thick ice, and I'm sure they greatly appreciate the scientists making the ice disappear. I predicted yesterday that the Danish Meteorological Institute would come up with a very sciencey sounding explanation for why they altered the data, and they posted it on their website. We have improved the DMI operational ocean and sea ice model with higher horizontal resolution and updated the code. In particular, the sea ice code has been greatly improved with melt ponds, sea ice salinity, improved thermodynamics, and much more. This change was made on December 7, 2021, right when the sea ice volume went above the 2004 to 2013 mean. After their change, the volume is now well below the mean. Once again, I'm sure the sailors trapped in the ice appreciate the scientists making the ice disappear in their graph. The improved model setup has led to higher variability as well as less abrupt melting during the melt season, which gives a shift of approximately half a month for the time of minimum ice volume. The trend between the years is almost unchanged. Let's take a look now and see if their explanation matches the changes they actually made to the data. The gray line is the mean, and you can see that the December mean has hardly changed at all. The red and green lines are 2017 and 2018, and they haven't changed very much either. The blue line is 2019, and it hasn't changed very much. But 2020 in turquoise and 2021 in black have seen very large changes with the new model. Previously, 2021 was well above 2017 and 2018, but now 2021 is well below the other 2 years. They said that the trend between the years is almost unchanged, but they've made a very large change for the current year. The changes they described had mostly to do with summer, things like melt ponds, which don't occur in the winter. And for years prior to 2020, there's very little change in the winter sea ice volume. But there's been a large reduction in this year's winter sea ice volume, which doesn't match the description of their changes. Now let's look at summer. The other years and the 2004 to 2013 mean have all seen a large reduction in summer volume. But the summer minimum for 2021 in black has hardly changed at all. Both the date and volume of the 2021 summer minimum are nearly identical to the prior version of their code, which does not match the description they provided in their text. Now let's look only at the 2021 data in black. It's pretty easy to see what they did. They rotated the whole graph clockwise, pivoting around the summer minimum. They made the winter ice volume much lower, and they made the spring ice volume much higher. This does not match their description. They said they made less abrupt melting during the melt season, but what they did to 2021 was made it more abrupt. Previously they had slow melting during 2021, but after they changed the data, now the melting is much faster. In fact, what they've done to the 2021 graph is the exact opposite of what their description explained. Let's compare the clockwise rotation they made for the 2021 data to what they did to the data from the year 2017. For the 2017 data shown in red, they did the exact opposite. In the new version, they rotated the data counterclockwise, which is the opposite of what they did for the year 2021. But the real smoking gun for 2021 is that they made the winter freeze much slower in the new version. Previously it froze up very quickly, and now it freezes up much slower. This doesn't make any sense because the reason these ships are trapped in the ice is because a very rapid freeze-up occurred this year, much faster than in prior years. The explanation they provided doesn't account for the changes they made to the 2021 data. And the fact that they shut down the site for a few days without warning and suddenly introduced the new model on December 7th, right after the volume had gone above the 2004 to 2013 mean, looks very suspicious. For the past 14 years, Toto has documented these sort of changes over and over again, and they always have a very sciencey sounding explanation for why they're altering the data. And for some reason, the changes always match the needs of politicians who are pushing the global warming agenda. Toto has been pulling back the curtain on this nonsense for the past 14 years. You can visit him, Curie, and Caesar on the web at realclimatescience.com.